everyone, I'm Urban Girl and welcome to my channel. It's quite windy today, so hopefully it won't affect the audio too much. I'll try my best. I'm up at a local beauty spot up at Stockingfield Bridge in Glasgow. I've walked from the house, it's only a couple of miles, with my pack and some lunch. It's not forecast to rain, but I am going to set up a wee shelter to see if I can protect myself from the wind a bit. So let's get cracking, guys. I wanted to keep my pack relatively light, so really basic shelter kit. I've got that really lightweight ground sheet which I'm going to use as a tarp, and the magic carpet, and literally that is just going to be it. It's going to be really low key and lightweight basically for today. So set up the ridgeline and see how we got on. The wind's coming in all directions, so it's kind of difficult to know how to sling it, but I'm just going to put it up so that I can hopefully still be in the sun. We'll see. When the conditions aren't really that bad, you really don't need to set up a mega shelter or do mega knots. So I'm just going to do a wee bowline here. And I'll loop that round this tree. Well, it helps if you loop it round the tree first. Right. Loop that round the tree and come round. I don't want to go too high because I don't think that ground sheet's that big. So let's just stay kind of roughly at my shoulder height. Right, my wee bow line there, and I'm going to this other tree over here. And with this one, you don't need to bother, again, you don't need to bother with a fancy knot, but the one that I like to do, which is a wee bit like a modified trucker's hitch, is you just loop the loose end around the line, the ridge line, loop it round a couple of times and then pull it back in itself and wrap it round the tree again, and then just tie a double knot, and that helps keep the ridge line at tension. It's really simple, really straightforward. The reason you loop it round is that stops it undoing itself. Right, hopefully that's it, pretty taut. It is quite cloudy, so the sun's going to come and go anyway. So this is the really cheap picnic blanket thing that I normally use for a ground sheet, but today I'm going to use it for a tarp. And as you can see, it's quite windy today. Not a gale force or anything, but it's enough to bother you. just out of practice, guys. It's not the easiest thing to do when the wind keeps blowing it off. Right, stay there for a minute. Right, there we go. Shelter's kind of set up. I don't know if I'm happy. I don't know if I'm happy with that. I mean, I would have preferred to keep that front bit, you know, slightly higher up at a better angle, you know, a 90-degree angle or something. But I don't have really any other trees within easy reach, and I don't have masses of paracord with me or anything. I mean, there is a tree over there, but it's kind of down a hill and I don't want to risk it. But anyway, I don't have any enough paracord to get to that tree. I do have a couple of sticks with me, which are currently weighing down the tripod stand. And yeah, I could probably hook it on, you know, tie the guy rope onto the stick and then pin the stick down to hold it up. But it is quite windy, and again, I don't really know if I've got enough paracord or guy line with me. So anyway, it's about, what time? It's like 23 and I want my lunch, so I'm just going to put the ground sheet down and get the lunch on. So, start with the DD Magic Carpet. This is the XL Magic Carpet, so it is quite big. I mean, you don't really need it, you can sit in the grass if you like. I'm just keeping it doubled over. And then we'll stick the bags on it. That will stop it moving around. And this is a wee, this was just to help me weigh out my pack. Today, like, I've got this wee front shoulder bag kit thing. So I bought that on Vinted. It's like, I don't know, I can't remember the price. If I remember it, I'll put it in. But anyway, yeah, I bought this just to keep all my cook kit and my food together. So this is all my food and my cook kit and stuff. So put that in as well, and that'll keep the ground sheet from moving around. And we'll get set up for lunch, guys. It's pretty warm today, temperature wise. I mean, it's like probably about, I'll check it in a minute and confirm it, but like maybe about 60, 63 Fahrenheit. I don't know what that is in Celsius. I'll check it in a minute. Right, let's get lunch. I've cancelled that because I'm definitely going to put this front up because it's annoying me already when I sat down. So I've got a couple of wee bits of cord and one other guy line that I think we'll be able to use. So let's just do it and use the sticks that I brought. I didn't carry these sticks all the way. I found them when I was at the top of the hill. I was going to stay at the top of the hill, but it was too windy. So, right. Do one side at a time. I might be able to do it with one on it, I'll see. I'll try one on it and see if it works. Whoa! Yeah, the ground's not very stable and it's windy, so... Sorry guys, you fell over. So let's just go like that. See if this will reach it. No, it won't reach the ground quite. It doesn't quite reach the ground, so we've only the other cob. I've done one side, sorry, it's not a very good angle to film it for you guys, so I'll do this other side next. I managed to tie the other side onto a rose bush, or I don't think it's a rose, it's some sort of bush over there, so that was quite handy. And then this one I'm just going to look with the guys. Right, I think this might work. Let's just see. Get it the right angle. Right, there we go. It's wonky, but I think it'll work. Right, I'm pleased with that. Cool. That was a good hammer. Okay, the final bit I've got in here is just a wee sit mat thing that I had. Well, that I made. As you know, it's just a wee square of kind of waterproof waxy fabric. And it's got something in it. I don't know what it is, a bit of fabric or something, or might even be a bit of wool liner or something. But anyway, yeah, just a wee square. Oh, the seagulls are raging. I don't think they're chasing me though. Although they could be, because the babies are out. Their babies are fledging, or whatever you call it, when they start to learn to fly, so they're quite protective. And we are quite near the canal and there's fish in the canal, so you never know. Anyway, right, definitely lunchtime now, guys. Right, the wind's picking up. I mean, you'd think I was at the beach. I'm taking my shoes off. I need to get a drink of water. I'm annoyed because I couldn't find any of my water bottles. I mean, well, obviously I've got the BCB, I've still got that, I couldn't find it. But yeah, my wee red one that I like, that's the kind of slimline one, I quite like that when I'm walking on day hikes, but I couldn't find it. I'd also bought a plastic kind of black one as well, couldn't find it. So I don't know what I've done with them, so I bought this at the supermarket, and it's obviously water, but it says it's still water in a reusable plant-based bottle up. So there we go, reusable, plant-based, just a plastic bottle. Well, obviously not plastic, plant-based plastic, whatever that means. Oh, that's better. Really thirsty. Whew. So, lunch. Where did I put my pint bag? There it is. Let's get organised for lunch. Well, I mean, I'm saying lunch, but it's pretty late. It's now 3 o'clock, but I'm sure it'll be fine. Right. I've got the firedragon stove with me, which is just that wee tiny thing, folding out thing, as you know.
the wind seems to be coming in all directions, so I don't think there's going to be any sort of good way to do this to avoid the wind. So I'm going to put it there. Right. I've got quite a lot of firedragon gel with me in case I need them. In case I need more than one. And I'll tell you, I'm going to make a kind of quasi version of a Mexican shakshuka, but it's going to be like a Scottish breakfast Mexican shakshuka type thing. So that's what I'm going to make. I've pre-prepped basically most of it at home, so that I didn't have to do a lot of cutting and all that kind of thing, because I knew I would just be getting here and, you know, pretty much getting ready to go. I cook. So right, got that fire kit, got there, put that in there. I'll keep them handy. Okay, so the ingredients will be a tin of beans, 2 vegetarian sausages. This is the pepper, mushroom, tomato mix, which I've already pre-seasoned. It's got garlic in it, it's got sweet smoked paprika and some chilli flakes and some diced orange pepper and red peppers. Not a lot of not a lot of chilli flakes. So that's my pre-prepared veg. And in the cook pot which I brought are the eggs, which will go in at the end. And hopefully these are not broken. I've packed them up carefully so that they didn't break, hopefully, fingers crossed. Yeah, they look great. They look good, so they're okay. So cool. So I'm going to get it on. I'm going to stick everything in it and see how we get on. Yeah, there's no easy way to do it. You can't see it and see me at the same time, so because it's on the ground. We're on the ground. Anyway, let's just go, I think. Let's just fire it up and see how we get on. I think we're probably going to have to use 2 gels. So let's just fire up. Oh, some of the paprika's gone on the lid. Quite a lot of paprika on the lid, so I'm going to rub that off. Some mushrooms. Bit of mushroom. Rub it off. There we go. I did already put some olive oil in there as well, so there is already olive oil in it. Right, let's make sure we've got cutlery ready. Just stirring things like that. We'll stir it with a fork. And we'll keep the other fork and spoon for eating. Yeah, I think we need to use a couple probably, because we need to cook them. You know, we need to cook all this down a bit before we put the sausages and the beans and the eggs in. So I did bring 4. Because I want to try and cook those tomatoes down a bit before we put the beans and the sausages in. That lid, that's got a lid as well, which is good. Try and cut those, and that's not really much use, that knife. I'm going to try and chop those tomatoes down a bit. Yeah, looking good. So try and make a hole at one end, which isn't easy, and crack the egg in it. Let's see how we go on. Right, that's one egg. Try and make a hole at the other end. Not very easy, unfortunately. And the other end. Right, there we go. The eggs are in. That's the main thing. I'll show you it once it's cooked. Once the flame dies down a wee bit, I will put the lid on. I'm not going to put the lid on just now because it'll get too hot. The flames are going to start licking up. I forgot, I did bring my fire gloves, so, but yeah, I think it's definitely done. That's about half an hour it's been cooking, and those veggie sausages probably only take about 15 minutes, and I think the eggs are well and truly cooked. I would have liked them runny. If I'm cooking it at home, I can usually judge it so that the eggs are runny, but it's been a bit more difficult to judge it out here. So yeah, we're going to eat it straight from the pot, which is going to be tricky because it's pretty hot. Here we go, guys. I know it doesn't look very nice. I know it looks a bit like a dog's dinner, but I can guarantee it is absolutely delicious. So here we go. I mean, if you've never had shakshuka before, I recommend looking it up. It's such a nice dish. You can have it for breakfast, whatever. I used sweet smoked paprika, but you can use that to taste. You know, you can use a really hot chili one if you want a really hot chili one. I did put some chili flakes in it, but not a lot. That is so good. Okay, I can't film me eating the whole thing. I'll be here all day, so I'll bring you back when we've finished lunch, guys. Guys, I'm all packed up and ready to go. That shakshuka was absolutely delicious. Just a wee bit of heat in it, not too much the way I like it. You've probably all had it before, but if you've not, it's definitely worth having. It's so nice. The reason it's a bit of a hybrid version is it normally doesn't have baked beans in it, obviously. Thanks again for watching my channel. I really appreciate all your views and support. I'm just an urban girl out having a bit of fun.